But that's what I'm saying. In the bottom, both of you want this in the long haul. But instead of admitting, hey, I want my Four of Wands moment with you, but I still need time. I still need to heal. You both are guilty of not being honest with each other. I think this collective, because you're angry at this person, you're doing they need more time to heal. They need to do this. So do you. You can't want this again, don't make these details fit. You can't want this Four of Wands moment in the long haul with this person, or imagine it, or manifest it, whatever you're doing behind closed doors, but then hold those kind of negative emotions towards this person doesn't serve you. I think in a funny way, the both of you are hoping overnight you all of a sudden going to get the sun energy out of this each other. But with the sun card being out, there is potential that this could work. Again, if you don't want to wait on this person, you don't want to give this person more time, or that you use discernment, and that is completely okay. But I think the reason to this collective you're holding on, it's like you're trying to tell your mind, no, we're ready, no, we're ready. You know you're not ready. You and this person are not ready. So that's where the Hermit and the Devil's kind of coming out. Heavy Leo, Capricorn, Virgo energy coming out of this. I said Libra in part 1 too as well. Let me see what else. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The Hangman, very stuck and stagnant. That's where you both are at right now, not just with this person, with you too. What have I always said? Feminines, you deal with everything internally. Masculines deal with everything externally. There's something externally going on in this person's world that you may not be aware about. That's what, and it's same thing with your emotions. And it could be to do with their finances. There could be something with that Ace of Pentacles in reverse there. Maybe they're not. It's kind of like the same thing with you when it comes to your emotions. You're hoping for that little reboot to happen, like that overnight. Same thing. I feel like that is going on in their financial world, or their materialistic world is kind of more what I'm hearing. Three of Wands. Judgment. That's what I'm saying. They're coming. Okay. But yeah, there's still some growth that needs to be done. The lashing out, the Devil confirms, is not going to do you any good. You need to be in your little sun energy. Not in a sense where you got to, up to, absolutely not. You can hold boundaries with somebody without showing a side of you that should not be there. Because they're warning you, because judgment, they've got their eyes on both of you. Don't do that. Don't become the person that hurt you. This person. You're better than that, and they should know better. I'm hearing it's time to kind of humble them. You're absolutely right. Your energy should not be that easily accessible, but let me see. Actually, before I get into how does this collective need to handle it, I just really want to see really quick. I'm actually going to use this deck. What triggered this? I said it could be about this person moving on. Let me kind of confirm. Why is this collective? Do you feel so much anger towards this person? Yeah, that confirms it. Divine intervention. Finances, I'm telling you, I think there divine intervention or something going on within your person's world when it comes there. I'm telling you. Talent. Maybe your person in a funny way got kind of cocky, thought they were going to get a job or career or something they wanted. They got a flat out no, and it's something did not go their way at all. Yeah, crown. They thought they were going to be at the top of their game. I think with this collective, there is something about you truly felt like that this person just lived their best life without you. And that kind of confers with the divine intervention, catalyst, karma, serendipity. There was a divine intervention at play here, okay? I feel like that this person, behind closed doors led off this life that they were doing so much better without you. They were doing great, but look what's happening. Karma, literally, their finances have went up, and you're not aware about it. That's what I just said in part 1. Whatever they're going through, that is their problem. This is hurting them. You don't need to you don't need to kick the puppy harder. And that's not who you are. It's not worth it. Addiction and then miracle. What did I just say? You're hoping for something to flip the switch, okay? Toxic attachments, drugs, alcohol, obsession right there, okay? maybe this person did choose, like, quote, other addictions, but that toxic attachments, I kept feeling other people, okay? And I felt like over time, this collective, and that's where I just had a discussion about the word resentment, maybe about a week or two ago, and the word resentment it's a triggering thing to go through because it's not our fault, but it kind of is. It's like when we really put the potential or the hope into something, when we've been presented the signs that it's not happening, and then when it really doesn't go your way, that's when resentments kind of set in. You resent somebody because you seek potential out of something that they shown you in the 3D, it did not work, okay? I feel like when you met this person, they were not in the greatest place, okay? And like I said, for some that, yes, they could be very addicted to some things, but I'm looking at that toxic attachments. Yeah, rose, passionate love. I'm looking at this addiction, like I said, with that toxic attachments. This person's always chosen other people over you. They've always given other things, quote, the princess treatment, their job. They were promising the world to other people, and you've always hoped and prayed one day they would choose you, and the reality set in that they did not, and now you're holding this resentment. And in that case, in the nice way, that part's not your person's fault because you held on potential towards this. Yeah, look for and then photograph. There's still some healing that needs to be done on this collective's end. And so does this person. They need to get through these little toxic attachments. Some could be closed out, but both of you haven't sat in hermit mode yet as far as doing some more healing. It's not good for you because I'm also seeing that toxic attachments as when you still think of this person, it's not good. I'm not saying you really need it I feel like what you're looking for, I shouldn't put those cards up, but with this card of look for, I think you're seeking for forgiveness, but you can't right now. You're still angry, and that is okay. That's why I brought up soul tie, soulmate in the, first part, because there is something of like, I don't want to feel this way. But if you need to heal, that's fine. Taking and becoming Darth Vader on this person is not going to give you a beautiful outcome because remember, you both are under judgment. Just saying. How does this collective need to handle this person? What is the advice that Source has for this collective? 6 of Cups and then 3 of Cups in reverse. Wow, there's that 4 of Wands again. Okay. 8 of Pentacles in reverse and then the King of Cups in reverse. Got it. Okay. So when this does return, there is something about bluntness. Do not put your vulnerability out on the table because there is a lot of cups and reverse emotions, or you could be a water sign, but even then, it's all about shutting off your emotions. You got to think more logically on this. And that's another thing when you lash out on somebody, that comes from emotion. You're not thinking logically on this, and that's what they want you to do. Be honest with them. When they make a return, I don't like that you return to me, but yeah, 3 of Cups, that kind of confirms there's been third-party interferences in the way. You need to be honest with them about how they always made you feel. No more this, oh my God, I love you, I'm glad you're back. Or like, I loved you, I can't believe you did this to me. No, you can believe it because the warning signs, unfortunately, were always there. As far as they've always chosen other things. You don't have the right, it's not going to be easily accessible. I need time to heal. And so do you. And let them know, choosing other people and then one day waking up and saying, oh yeah, I'm finally choosing you, is not cutting it. It's not flattering. It's not cute. Yeah, Ace of Cups in reverse. Everything is nope, nope, nope when it comes to your vulnerability. Don't let this person know of anything as far as how you feel. 7 of Wands in reverse and then Judgment in reverse. That's what I'm saying. No conflict. No fighting. What's that? Oh, shoot. 1 second. Peaky Blinders. That's what I'm hearing. No fighting. That's what your guides are doing that. None. Just tell them, no, I don't want to be with you. You hurt me. I'm still triggered by it. You need to go away and I need time to heal. 5 of Wands in reverse and 3 of Swords in reverse. And with that 6 of Cups, that's the only card that's been upright. If you want to do that, maybe someday we'll come back together. But right now, we're nowhere near balanced enough to have even a decent conversation. You need to go. Personally, based off what I'm seeing of what this person's up to, go to part 1. I wouldn't even hear them out on anything. Tell them to simply go on their way. Do not lash your anger out. You will regret it. This collective. It's not worth it. I hope this helped, my babies. Good luck.